Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab Plays. Today we're going to be playing Satisfactory Plus No Handcrafting Challenge. We're going to pick up where we left off. So the last time we were together, we were talking about what is it we're going to unlock next. And I've decided that we need to get quick wire, which means that we need to go on a journey. So we're going to go ahead and head out here, and I've got stuff in my pocket and we're loaded for bear, and we're gonna have to go discover I'm not even sure what it's called. Y'all know it as CATERIUM. In this game it's called something else, but basically I had to run power out there, and I had to put a bunch of stuff in my backpack for machines and stuff like that, so that we could do the research in the MAM and get all that stuff going. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas, right? And New Year's is just right around the corner, so Happy New Year's. And I want to give a shout out to one of my friends. At the time of recording, well, actually at the time that this will be released, it'll be my friend DJ's birthday. Happy birthday to you, DJ. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if you're gonna see this video or not, but I publicly wanted to put it out there anyway. All right, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and follow this all the way to the ramp, and I'll bring you all back as soon as we get there. All right, so here's the ramp that goes up here. There's the waterfall. Just for those that all play Satisfactory enough to understand what node I'm going after. It's over here, and we're gonna come up here, and it's gonna be off here right over yonder. We don't have to worry about him. He's harmless, right? Unless we poke him, it'll be fine. So it's Arvorite or Arovite. It's that, right? So yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, so we just need a couple in our pocket, and then what we'll do is I brought the MAM with us, so let's put the MAM down, and we can see what do we need. Arvorite. So we need 50 of it so we can crush it. Yay, not a problem. So we'll just, we got 8, and we'll go, and oh, this is a normal node. For some reason I thought it was a pure node. Well, it is what it is, right? It's fine. Oh, quick question for y'all. So New Year's is right around the corner. The question of the day is, what's your all's tradition for New Year's? Where I live, it's black-eyed peas is what you're supposed to eat for good luck. Now, do I believe in that tradition? Not really. But it is a tradition. I know it exists. So let's do this. And all right, cool. Now we've learned that. So in order to get bars, we need 75 of crushed. How do I get crushed in my pocket already? It says I have it in my pocket. Where is it? I don't know. But what we will do is we'll do this. I've got this in my pocket. We got a modular miner. I'm not afraid to use it. So we'll build that. We'll give it a standard head. And then we'll get us a crusher. Can I get one crusher? Just, yeah, kind of there. And then we'll go 1, 2, and then we'll grab power from over there. Say, well, here. Go away. You're in my way. Do that, and we'll give this a recipe and say, ooh. All right, so there was an update. So we've got, this is what coarse sand looks like. It's a bucket. It's cute. All right, so we want crushed arorite, and then what I'll do is temporarily we'll just put down some boxes for... Actually, I don't need to put down boxes. We'll just let it store up in here. I've got 30 and we need how many? We need 75. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get to quick wire, right? Here's the quick wire. But while we're at it, we'll unlock as much down this we can and see what can we unlock. Ooh, this would be nice to have blade runners. The zip line would be cool. Don't need the stun bar. All right, so hang on a second. I'm getting distracted. So I need 75 total. All right, and we have 78 total. Cool. So we can just come in here and say, yo, give me that. Start the research. And Bob's your uncle. We've completed that. So now we have the ability to make ingots. So in order to make an ingot, we need one smelter. So if I put a smelter down kind of like that, and if we get that and feed it, is this, it is the right one. Yo, hey, personal space, dude. We've got impure in. All right, we can only make the impure ones right now. All right, man, I wish I knew why I couldn't see that down there, but it is what it is. So it's 40 for 24 for right now. All right, not a problem. And we can go to there and boom. And what do we need? Like 50. While I'm at it, let's do this. Let's put down a box of some sort. And man, if this guy doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to kill him, right? Because he's like all getting up in my business. All right, let me double check to see what it is that we need. We need 75 ingots, and this will give us the ability to make rods and quick wire. And hey, we're off and running. We'll put that in there. So what I'll do is I'll bring you right back when we get 75. All right, we got our 75. Let's go ahead and stick it into the MAM and see what we unlock next. Let's start the research. We're going to unlock quick wire and CATERIUM rods, which is beautiful. All right, so that's AR limiters, which, ooh, okay. We can unlock CATERIUM plate and AI limiters. We need 150 quick wire. All right, so let's come in here and put a constructor down. And don't worry about this. This is all like temporary, just to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Only to unlock resources, right? We'll build a temporary line to box everything up in the nearest future. All right, so what we need is CATERIUM rods. It's 2 for 4 or 16 a minute for 32 a minute. All right, and then the rods will come in here to make CATERIUM wire or quick wire, and it's 3 rods make 10 quick wire. And yo, how much quick wire do we need? It's quick wire and tinned wire, but we already have the tinned wire on us. It's 150 quick wire. So all we have to do is just kind of do this, right? Do that. Put one there, and let that go. And it won't take very long. Now, I will tell you, in the past, what I would do is I just put the crafting bench out and just, you know, hammer this all out. But because it's a no handcrafting challenge, I have to go about it a little bit differently, but it's okay, right? You guys figure out what it is that we're doing. So here's what I'll do is we'll just put a jump cut real quick, and it'll just take a second. All right, we got our 150. Let's go ahead and stick it in the MAM and see what it unlocks. I'm excited to see. All right, Alvarite. Start research. All right, cool. So we've unlocked the ability to make CATERIUM plates and AI limiters. Now, I want to be able to do this because we can get crushed CATERIUM and, well, stop. Heat sink that will need crushed CATERIUM, which will just means that we can use a sorter, and we'll get a better rate. And then instead of impure, we'll be able to do pure CATERIUM ingots. And 5 inventory slots is never a bad deal. So we're looking at that. Smart splitters would never. It is not a bad idea either. Let's see. What are you? Cobalt plates. All right, so we can't do cobalt plates because I don't know what a cobalt is. So let's do this. It's AI limiters, and we have to make that in an assembler. So we need 40 of these and 100 of those. So what I'll do is, can I put an assembler down up here? Yo, do I have enough stuff in my pocket to build an assembler? I do. All right, and if I wanted to make that, it is, all right, 1. And I need how many again? I need 40. So 40 is, math. 40 times 4 is 160 CATERIUM plate, 120 tinned wire. All right, so I have to figure out how to make CATERIUM plates. All right, let's figure that out. Well, actually, how many quick wire do I need? I think it's like 100, right? 100 quick wire. All right, so the quick wire, we should be done. So then all I have to do is just change the recipes over here. Is what I'm guessing. Yeah, all right. Select a recipe. Yep. Select a recipe. We want you to make CATERIUM plates. All right, cool. We don't want that going on anymore. Let's grab you and look at this again. So, and 4 times 40, 160 plates. So we just need to just make 160 plates, and then I need to go get wire. How much wire do I need? I need 120 tinned wire. I only have 62. That sucks. Well, you know what that means. We gotta run home. So I'm gonna run home and get 120 tinned wire, and we'll run it back up the hill. Yeah. Sucks to be me. It's good to be you, because this will be instantaneous. All right, see y'all just a couple of seconds. At the time of this recording, we have 56 subscribers in the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Help us get to 100. All right, we're back. I've got 81 CATERIUM plates and a handful of wire. So now all we need to do is get power. I should be able to grab it from there to there. And all right, we need, what did I say, 40? 40 times 4 is 160, so not quite enough, but it's cranking it out. 36 minutes, so we'll get there. Yo, take that. All right, so it's 6 a minute. Yo, how many minutes is this gonna take me? Math. It's 6 a minute, and I need 40. Okay, so if I have 40 and I divide that by 6, it's 7 minutes roughly. All right, so you know what that means? I'm gonna get me a cup of coffee, and as soon as it's done, I'll bring you guys right back. All right, there's the 40 AI limiters. Did I need anything other than AI limiters? I'm not even 100% sure. Quick wire. All right. Boom. Let's research that. And we got that going. So I am happy with that. We can do this later, then we can do that later. We can do that later. We can do that later. So basically we've got everything researched that we can research, that we need to research for right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my mess, and we're going to go find a place that we can basically set up shop to do this. So once I get all this taken care of, yep. All right, is that everything? That's everything for right now. So there's another node we can scan for this now, since we've unlocked it, and we've got a node here, and this is a regular node. However, on the other side of the lake, I believe there's a pure node. We just have to. Is it showing up on the map, or am I too far away? I believe. You know, where am I? There I am. It's over here. I think that there's one over here, and I would rather set up off of a pure node to get what we need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and run over to the hub, and we're gonna take a peek at the hub really quick before we go over there, and we're gonna set up a production line like we did with all the other ones, and we'll get the space pad out and all that other good stuff. So just give me a few seconds. Let me run over there and double check a few things, and we'll be right back. All right, we have a small problem. This is the pure node that I wanted to do, but there's a big rock in the way, and I can't blow it up. So let's take a look at the map. So here's where we're at. There's where the hub is. So we can't use that. However, if I scan, I believe there's another one west of here that we'll have to go to. It may not pick up because we may be too far away. But, well, yeah, it looks like we're too, oh, wait, yeah. It's 1,700 meters that way. So let's go find that one. And when I find it, hopefully it doesn't have a rock on top of it, or we're going to have to go back to where we started from. All right, let me take this adventure. I'll see y'all in here in a few seconds. Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is I did find a pure node. The bad news is it's way up here, right? I had to do some parkouring and build some ladders and foundations to get up here. But what I think I can do is I can put a miner down here and then figure out how to get it down to the floor. There's the space elevator. We can always find home. It's there. So let me figure out what we're gonna do. I think what I can do is I can run the ore to over here, right? And we can put a foundation there and then process it from there. But I need to get it from here, which is I need to get it from there. When the creature's out of my way. Yo, move, dang it. Stupid monster. There we go. And oh good lord, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put a power pole out here. But yeah, I can get 60 minutes, so that's 120. So we're gonna get 120 down to there. So let me figure out how I'm gonna logistically do that. And let's be honest, you don't need to see me do that, right? No one wants, unless you really want to laugh that much and make fun of me. But let me get it figured out. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. All right, it took a little bit of time, but we've got everything run. And so basically, there's the mine up there. We've got it drop down over here, drop down to the base floor, run across the base floor to over here. And I've got this platform made. It's 15 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that going to be enough? I guess so. 15 by 6 is going to be enough. So the next thing is, all right, let's get the handy dandy space pad out. Okay, so we got the space pad out, and what we got is we got 120 coming in. It's going to go into 2 crushers. It's going to spit 120 out. We're going to get 45 rock out. 120 is going to go into a sorter. The sorter is going to change that into 80 crushed ore and not kaolinite, CATERIUM, 40 crushed copper, and 30 stone. So the 75 stone is going to go into 2 constructors. They're going to go into a box that's 25 a minute of concrete. The copper is going to go into a refiner. It's going to go into a box. So we're going to get 40 copper ingots a minute. The CATERIUM is going to go into 2 smelters. And then they're going to split 64 is going to go into 2 smelters up here to make CATERIUM sheets or plates. 16 are coming in here to make CATERIUM rods. The rods are going to be split in half. Half is going to go in here to make quick wire. We're going to get 53 and a third quick wire a minute going into storage. We'll get 16 CATERIUM rods going into storage. Out of the plates, we're going to split them. 19.2 is going to a box. The other one's going to be going to a constructor to make sheets, and then we get 16. So if you're keeping track at home, 120 is coming out. We're getting 120 minutes coming in. We're getting 25 concrete, 40 copper ingots, 53 and a third quick wire, 16 CATERIUM rods, 16 CATERIUM sheets, 19.2 CATERIUM plates, and a partridge in a pear tree. Now all this stuff is going into our special sink boxes, so it's not going to back up. This is going to be a self-containing loop for right now that will run indefinitely, and we'll be able to pick stuff out of it. So that's what the space pad says. Now that that's been said, I believe the platform is big enough. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go ahead and try laying it out. And let's see if my math is right, wrong, or indifferent. I want to give myself enough room. Nope. That way. That looks good. So my math is 6 of these bad boys. So we'll put these down really quick. So that's the end result. Oh, good Lord. What is happening here? That is weird. I gotta be very careful. Something's happened recently in an update, and it's allowing my mouse to go off screen. And yeah, that's not good. All right, so we need crushers and oh, good Lord, how am I going to lay this all out? Give me a second. Let me get, I need a cup of space coffee, and I need to look at this space blueprint again, and let's make sure I understand what it is I'm trying to do before I do it. All right, finished with space coffee. I think I got it figured out. or try to make it as as least as painful as possible for everybody that's watching at home. And let's see if the power of paper and pen works for me. So we need there, right? Yep. We need one there, and then we're gonna need one here. Is back it up one. Yeah. One there. If one's good, two's better. And if two is better, three is the best. And then we need one here ish. Alright. So if all those are right, then we just need some smelters. And don't worry, if you feel like I'm going too fast, I am going to explain everything that it is I'm trying to do. Now, the only question I have is I don't know if this is going to be enough room to split and sort. And you know what? I am going to back this up, and I'm going to give myself some extra room just in case for splitter and merging magic. Right, so there we go. There's that. There's that. And then I need one all the way over there. Okay, now all I need is a sorter. Oh, you're a chunky boy. Where do I want to put you? I guess we can put you... Well, we can line this with that. And then we can split that evenly. Yeah, that works fine. And then after that, we just need a pair of crushers. So, let's line, and you're facing the wrong way. No, sir. Let's try this again. Crushers. Face that way, please, and thank you. All right. That's lined up. We're gonna need room for splitting and merging magic. I think that is fine. And we'll put another one right next to it. Yeah, we'll split you over like that. All right. And then all I need is I need a couple of constructors to go into basically like this. Hopefully this will all work. Okay, so how this is going to work is we're going to come in here and we're going to make these into crushed arvalite on both of these. Then they're going to come into here, and these are going to get 60 minute. They're going to get 60 minute out. So we got 120 coming out, and 22.5 of this times 2 is 44, 45. And those are going to go into here to make concrete. And that, amazingly enough, 45 is what it takes. So, and then this is going to be merged and shipped into that box. So this is going to take care of the stone from here to there. These are going to feed into here to make crushed CATERIUM. 120, which is what we're feeding. We're going to get 80 out of crushed CATERIUM, 40 of crushed copper, 30 of the stone. The 30 stone is going to come over here into here. And yeah, that's so that's going to make 10 a minute. And this is going to make 15, so that's 25. We can combine those together on a belt, and boom, that takes care of all our rock. So then this is going to be 80 a minute, and we can do CATERIUM ingots. So we can split this in half, and 40 go in here, and 40 go into here. And then this is where it gets a little squirrely, right? Because this is gonna make is this plates? Yep. So this is gonna make plates, and this is gonna make plates, and this is gonna make rods. Now the rods is 16 a minute, so we're gonna have to figure out how to split 80 into 32, 32, and 16. It shouldn't be too terribly complicated. I'll figure it out, and then I'll put it down, and then I'll explain to you how I came up, how we did that. So the rods are going to be split into half to make quick wire. The sheets are going to be merged and then split to make, or plates are going to be split and merged to make. Hang on a second. Where is my CATERIUM sheets? Did I miss something somewhere? Is it not made? Is it not made in a constructor? Oh, good Lord. Hang on a second. Assembler? I don't have enough pieces to make an assembler. All right, now I have to figure out where my CATERIUM Yo. Did I forget to unlock something? That is a possibility. Hang on a second. Where is the... Ma'am? Of course, I don't have the components to make ma'am. I only brought enough stuff to get this all... Oh, good Lord. All right, mistakes were made. Let me go figure out why it is I don't have CATERIUM sheets unlocked. Where did I make a mistake? All right, we're back. Evidently, I have an older version of the planner. So I'm not exactly sure if CATERIUM sheets is even a thing anymore or not. I'll have to update it, but right now I don't have a way of making it, and I don't know if it's one of those things that went the way of the dodo bird, so to speak. So what we're going to do is I augmented it to not use it, and I went ahead and belted and powered everything up, and it's gonna run, and as it runs, we'll show you how it runs. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get the handy dandy drone out, and I can show you the belt work, right? So let's get out here. So as you can see, the stuff's going to come into the crusher. The crushers are going to feed into the sorters. The rock's coming out of here, merging into here, coming in here, merging in here to make concrete. The other rock is coming out of this middle. It's being belted up so it's out of the way and into the other constructor to make concrete. That's merged. That's going to shoot all the way down into that box down there. Now I could have put the box over here, but I was just like, you know what? If I'm going to get the stuff out of the box, I want all the boxes in one area. So that is the concrete. If I put everything in the right area. And all right, so here's the stone. The stone's coming out. So I planned that all out right, and we should be seeing concrete. Boom. All right, Bob's your uncle, and that is working fine. So now we've got the crushed arviolite that's coming in here. That's going to be sorted, and we're going to get CATERIUM and copper. So there's the copper. The copper is basically coming down here into this smelter. It's going to turn into copper ingots, and it's going all the way down to the box to use for future uses. Now, here's the other thing to keep in mind, guys, that this is just a temporary setup so that we have the components that we need to make other stuff, right? We still need to get washers and stuff that liquefiers, and there's all kind of cool stuff that we're getting on, so don't stress out. All right, so the stone's coming down here. It's being made into concrete, and you'll be able to see it here just in a second or two. Yep, there it is. It's merging. All right, we're good there. All right, you're just like, all right, well, what about the CATERIUM ore? CATERIUM ore is coming in here. It's being split into 2 smelters. All right, remember when I was telling you I was going to need room for splitting and merging magic? Yes, I was right. And yeah, here's all the splitting and merging magic that I needed to do. All right, to make a long story short, in order for this to all balance out, I needed a 5-way split. And you're just like, Jab, you can't get a 5-way split. Well, yes and no. In order to get a 5-way split, you have to have 2 3-way splits, right? So these are merging in here, shuffling into here. This coming in here. This is being split once this way and once that way. So if you think about it, out of that box, there's 3 coming out and there's 3 coming out this way. That's 6, but we need 5. So the 6th one we take and we recycle back into. Now the trick is you need to make sure that your belt speed is faster than what you got running around, or else this doesn't work. So what ended up happening was I needed 1/5 for this machine, 2/5 for that machine, 2/5 for that machine. All right, cool. So if we come in here and this is all merging into here, and that's a splitter, we got a splitter over here. 2 over here and 1 into here. So that's 2/5 going over there. Over here, we got this coming in here. 1's going this way, adding this. That's 2/5 going over there. So then we're using 1 over here. So 1's going that way. That's 1/5. And the last one is being circled in. So that's how we're getting 1/5, 2/5, 2/5. And 2 plus 2 plus 1 makes 5. All right. So this is making rods. The rods are being split in half. Half are going into the box. The other half are coming over here to make. Oh, I got to belt that. All right. Plates are being merged, put in the box. All right, cool. Now we did that. Let's go fix the one issue that we have. I forgot a belt, yo. It happens. It happens quite often for me. All right, so now what we get to do is hit a belt, boom, and yay, quick wires coming in. All right, all these things are in the magical mythical sync boxes, which means once they fill, we get tickets out of it. So basically, yeah, we are good to go with all of this. Now what this uses power wise, I'm not 100% sure, because it's all hooked up to the power grid itself, the master grid of everything. All right, I just need, give me a power pole. Just one, please and thank you. All right, our grid is 1350 and we're consuming not even 300 because we got backups, but you know what, it's fine. We've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. We've got we needed quick wire, we got quick wire, we found out about CATERIUM. There are more things that we can make, but that involves assemblers and stuff like that, which we'll put on the assembler platform. All right, guys, if you made it this far, you guys are rock stars, and I greatly appreciate it. Hey, it's New Year's Eve. I hope you all have a fantastic New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. All right, guys, if I don't see you between now and then, have a fantastic week, and as always, happy farming.